Hey guys, welcome back to Buzzer2Buzzer. All right, guys, so the National Football Championship for college has officially elapsed last night, and today we're going to do a quick take talking about the game, our takeaway. So without any further ado, let's get to it. All right, guys. Last night, the Alabama Crimson Tide won the National Football Championship 52-24 against Ohio State University. We saw an amazing performance from none other than Alabama powering through, Nick Saban winning his 7th overall college football championship, cementing his name as a head coach at Alabama and throughout the college football industry. Our thoughts on this championship game?
Yeah, it was a great game played by both teams, highly anticipated. Mac Jones obviously getting 5 touchdowns, over 400 passing yards. Devontae Smith, this man won the Heisman for a reason. 3 TDs, 250 yards, and he didn't even play the second half. So it was a great performance by Alabama. Justin Fields didn't really perform as well as people thought he would, but still, it was a great game and it was fun to watch.
To be Alabama, you have to be absolutely perfect. And Ohio State was missing their 2 D linemen, 2 starters. Their running back got injured on the first play of the game, and Justin Fields was obviously injured throughout the whole game. And so I think it was going to be a tough matchup regardless. But yeah, Justin Fields didn't play to the level that he could have. Ohio State got outmanned, outgunned basically the whole game, and Alabama completely destroyed them.
Yeah, I think you guys covered the game. I want to talk about Jalen Waddle specifically. I think it was a really dumb decision by not only him and the coaches of Alabama, but I think his camp really didn't put his future in his, perspective. I think they didn't realize that playing in one college football national championship could have implications for the rest of his NFL career. We all know he's going to get drafted at some point this next year if he declares. And when he does, going to a team and playing with a fractured ankle is a detriment to your growth. It's easy to re-injure an injury when you keep playing with it, and it might even detriment his draft stock, which is something he should have looked out for instead of playing in this game.
It's for sure risky. It was cool to see the hustle, the grit, the determination he has to come in the game, but it was for sure a questionable decision. We saw a lot of NFL stars, Des Bryant, Pat Mahomes, coming out saying, hey, it's cool and all, but, your future long-term growth is what you got to look out for. And also, Alabama being Alabama, completed another Cinderella season, 13-0, a perfect season. That's pretty phenomenal. Nick Saban, amazing. But talking about Ohio State, there were a couple of questionable plays. They didn't play as aggressive, I think, as they should have played. There was they punted the ball way too much. I feel like they kicked the field goal at 6-yard line when they could have obviously gone for it on 4th down. I feel like like Arnie said, if you want to beat a Nick Saban-led team, you got to play like a Nick Saban team. And Ohio State did not do that. But something else which I want to talk about right now is, this team, Alabama's team, is being considered one of the best college football teams. And, a lot of people said that last year, too, with LSU's Joe Burrow-led team. So what are our thoughts? Do we think that this Alabama 2020 team fares better against that LSU team last year?
I think the difference in these two teams is the quarterback play, and I think Joe Burrow is infinitely better than Mac Jones. I think LSU is still the better team. They had more weapons. Obviously Devontae Smith's great and all, but they had Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Terrence Marshall, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So I think their offense had more firepower and their defense was better overall. So I think I would take LSU.
I'm going to have to disagree. I think the difference is not quarterback play, because the way Alabama works, it doesn't really matter who the quarterback is, as we've seen over the years. They get the job done because the wide receivers are open from their game plan. I think Alabama's defense is better than LSU's last year. I think this Alabama defense led by Patrick Surtain, they really lock up the other team. They really know how to play. They're very good at predicting plays and adapting, especially mid-game. They stopped basically the Ohio State offense second, third quarter and allowed them some points in the fourth. So I really do believe that Alabama's defense is a difference maker here.
All right, guys, these are our thoughts on the National College Football Championship game. As always, guys, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below your main takeaways from this last game of the season. As always, guys, take care. Catch you guys on the next one. See you guys.